A bombing raid over a Nazi aircraft factory in occupied France during World War II cost Technical Sergeant Martin Bacon his life and those of most of his squad when their plane was shot down. Now his ultimate sacrifice takes center stage with a burial here at Baltimore National Cemetery in Catonsville, and it doesn't end here.
To go to so much trouble to identify, to go to so much work to make sure not just you can say goodbye, but all the loved ones of that whole bomber crew could say goodbye.
In a twist, we've learned that Tech Sergeant Bacon's remains were believed to have been returned here to this cemetery for burial decades ago. Bacon's nephew, Bill "Buzzy" Bacon, recalls weekly visits to the gravesite as a child.
Germans had put his dog tags attached to the body bag, so they knew something was involved. But yeah, my father would bring us, my brothers now, they were kids, on Sunday after church. We went to the monastery, and he used that spigot down there, and he put water on brother's grave. So he missed his big brother really, really bad.
Bacon says during trips to Normandy beginning a quarter of a century ago, he learned 3 of his uncle's squad members who had never been identified were still buried there. DNA testing ultimately proved Tech Sergeant Bacon was one of them, and the person buried for so long here in Catonsville was not.
We were missing 3 crew members, bombardier, the navigator, and the radio operator. And these fellows flew together for a year or so in the same airplane. And I had to think about this really hard. What would Dad do? But I was in the Air Force, and I know what they all would have done. We'll get everybody right.
Before Tuesday's burial, the mistaken remains were exhumed and will be transported to the Midwest, where the remains of Bacon's other unidentified squadron members have now been flown in from France to try to determine who's who.
They go back to Nebraska to the lab that through DNA testing, other scientific measures that they have, military documentation, that another family will get closure.
At the Baltimore National Cemetery in Catonsville, Jeff Hager, WMAR 2 News.